Hello and welcome to Pitt Beyond the Script alongside men's basketball coach Jeff Capel. I'm Rob King of AT&T Sportsnet, and we want to talk some hoops with Coach Capel. So let's start here. A good time, I think, as you're getting ready for ACC play to sort of figure where you are right now, where you stand as a team. Tell me about the 6-0 start, because that got the attention of a lot of people, not only on campus, but around the Pittsburgh community.
You know, we got off to a really good start. Our guys have worked really, really hard in the offseason and in the fall in preparation for the season. I think we've, gotten better shape. I think, we got back to toughness, and I think the staple, the one constant was our defense. I think all the teams that we played, 5 of the 6 teams were under 40% from the field. Collectively, up to this point, we've held teams to under 40% shooting. And I think that's where the energy came from. I think we've competed at a really, really high level. I think we've been incredibly together, and I think we've played really, really hard. And it's been exciting to watch this team grow. To go on the road and neutral site game in New York and play against a good St. Louis team, a team that's picked to win the Atlantic 10, and to be able to win that game, and to win a game that's tough, that's ugly, that wasn't like the first 5 games, and to do that away from home for such a young group was really, really impressive. And so we feel good about, the things that we've done, but we know we have a lot of work, to continue to improve going forward.
I know you want victories and not moral victories, but to go on the road to Iowa, lose by a point, a chance to win that game, again, another one that I think people said, okay, wait a minute now, this is a pretty good performance out of your team. What do you learn from that? And maybe was there something that happened in the 1-point loss to Niagara? Maybe the two were conjoined a little bit and you need to learn something from both of those games.
Yeah, I was very proud of our team for how we played at Iowa. I was proud of how we competed. That was a different type because it's a true road game. We're at someone else's place and they were a top 15 team. So I was proud that we had a chance to win, but disappointed that we didn't win because I felt like we should have won the game. We made some mistakes in the second half. I thought we got a little bit tired and we turned the ball over too much. Even with that, 12 turnovers in the second half, we still had an opportunity to win it. So what that hopefully teaches us going forward, the very first thing is that we have to learn how to win games like that. We have to learn the value of every possession. We have to learn, we have to take care of the ball. We have to do it together. 20 minutes is not good enough. 30 minutes is not good enough. We have to be mentally locked in where we can be razor sharp and focused for 40 minutes. It's interesting because even though that was a loss, record-wise, it didn't feel like a loss because there was a lot of excitement because of that. And then we came back and we played Duquesne in the city game. And I thought we had a little bit of a hangover to start that game. We were able to snap them out of it though. And we were able to beat a good Duquesne team. And then you get back to practice on Sunday with Niagara coming, and then West Virginia right after that. For the first time with me being the head coach here, I thought Monday's game, I thought we big timed the game. I thought that's where we were very immature as a team. And the thing that was most disappointing to me, I wasn't connected with my team. And I couldn't push the right buttons to get us out of the funk that we were in. And I don't think it's ironic that that ball went in and out at the end. And so I think there are a lot of learning experiences and lessons for this young team that hopefully will prepare us not just for ACC play, but for the future as we go forward.
It was an interesting first 10 games of the season for sure. And you are also playing a lot of young guys, starting 3 freshmen. What is your takeaway on what you've seen so far out of Johnson, out of McGowan's, out of Tony?
They've been really good. When we signed them, we knew they were 3 guys that, A, were very competitive, they were tough, and they weren't afraid. The other thing is that we felt all 3 of them have big upside. And they loved the gym, so we thought that they had a chance to get better very quickly. And they've worked their butts off. And since they've been here, the older guys have been good with them. They worked with them, they taught them, they were good examples of how you have to work. We've had really good buy-in since I took the job. And those guys have shown incredible growth since they got here.
The nascent stages of your program. Look, we're going to look back in a few years, and we're going to talk about where you began and where you're going to be. Are we seeing some of the blueprints of what we're expecting to see down the line early on in this first 10 games or so?
I hope so. I mean, that's the plan, and that's what we've tried to do. We've tried to get back to what I've always felt from afar, what made this program really good, which is toughness, defense, those two things. Competitive spirit. I think we've done that in 9 games. I don't think we did it in one of them. But I think that is the standard. That's the way we have to play. That's what I expect. And for the most part, we've done that. So I do think we're laying the foundation for that every day. And that's not just the games. That's practice. That's how you approach things. That's showing up, that's being on time, that's doing everything the way it's supposed to be done at a very high level.
You look at every season's a journey, but when you have so many young guys, their first experiences winning games, their first rivalry games, Duquesne and West Virginia, their first games on the road, obviously the navigating through finals and the Christmas break, and then right around the corner is another season in the ACC. And how much of a change will that be for the guys as they get into that kind of play?
It'll be a big change. I mean, look, all these experiences, not just for the freshmen, but for our returning guys, because it's all new. To start out 6-0, that's new for all of them because that didn't happen last year. Obviously, it's a brand new season and the level goes up. One of the things we talked about with our team is that when you have success, the level continues to go up. The easy thing to do is to lose. It's easy. The hard thing to do is to win and continue to win, because the more you win, the more people come after you, the more distractions there are. And so you have to continue to take things to a different level. And certainly the ACC is a very different level from what we faced so far.
Coach, thanks very much. Look forward to talking to you throughout ACC play as well.
Thank you.
All right, stick around. We have more coming on Pitt Beyond the Script. Going to talk to Pat Bostic as we preview the Sun Bowl. That's still to come.